Hello everyone and welcome to my video. Um, I've actually recorded my games against Daut, so you will be able to see my point of view. I thought maybe people would find this interesting. It's just a way different experience to see something through my eyes instead of watching a casted game. So the first matchup was English against French. Um, I think French is extremely strong civ. Like they should probably be nerfed quite a bit. So I knew going into this matchup it was gonna be really difficult. I think economically you cannot keep up with them. So my plan as English is usually to just try to soak up the pressure early on, don't lose too many vills to the raids from the knights, and then go for my own attack. If I would just TC boom and follow up or something, like if we would TC boom and both hit H3, I'm just behind in eco and he just has better units.
Conrad, Estes, Ichawela, where yeah.
Ridere? Yeah,
Or that a little bit.
Forward. Yeah. Hessa, Asteriende. Yes. Yaru. Yeah.
So this match is actually for $500, and yeah, the game has only been out for like a week.
Ridere.
I didn't play in any of the betas. Well, there was this one stress test where I played for like a few hours. But besides that, I didn't play any of the betas or anything.
Yeah.
So I only got like a week of experience.
Yes.
So to be able to play for $500 was pretty exciting and pretty cool.
Yes. Hessa.
Sorry, it is in the way. So I decided to go for an H1 wheelbarrow. That's why I have my vills on wood and gold instead of just straight on the sheep.
Queta, yeah,
Hessa.
Yaru.
Yeah, and then once that vill drops up, that's when you pull them off. And I prefer building your mills like this and not on the berries. I think berries are really slow to gather.
Asteriende.
With English, your farms aren't that expensive.
Yes.
So I like to put it in a way that I can add farm fields later on.
Working day,
Yaru.
yeah. Yeah, work, Queta. Con get, Unsiende. Yaru. Ichafara. Unsiende.
So you can see that I was using the trick that I made a video about. I was using it in the tournament. That's where I clicked the wheelbarrow.
Lesta Pentiena.
Ridere. Yeah.
I'm gonna do like limited commentary for the most part. This is just about showing you the game.
Unsiende.
Hessa. Gande. Forward.
Yeah.
Ridere. Asteriende.
So I like getting off of gold when you have 120, because then the vills just have to drop off 4 times each.
Gande.
And it usually evens out pretty nicely, I would say. I also think it's good to kill all the sheep, so that once your vills are done with a sheep, they're not all punching a sheep altogether. That's kind of a waste of time to have like 8 vills punching a sheep. So it's better to just have them be dead. Just use one vill to kill them all.
Forward. Ridende. Ridere.
And I think as we're gonna get better at the game, I think H1 wheelbarrow is gonna be more and more common. I think the resource increase that you get from it is a lot higher than people think.
Yes. Hessa.
Because your vills have this animation when they're dropping off and starting on the res again.
Forward. Yeah, herende.
Or like
Ridere.
any sort of walking time, all these things. You basically cut the amount of times that your vills do that in half by having wheelbarrow.
Forward.
So I think it's great to pick it up. So it does force me to put 5 fills on the Wonder to not be too slow, because I went for this wheelbarrow.
Gande. Yes. Yeah. Yaru.
This is where I start using the trick again.
Here. Hessa.
I think I was probably the only one who knew about this during the tournament and the only one using it.
Yes.
Huh? Yesamiende.
Ridere. Yes.
Queta.
Yaru.
Yes, Sabian. Yeah.
Und.
Huh?
Yaru.
So I should send my scout to his base now. I should not be on the left here. I should be figuring out if he's mining stone or not. So that's a bit of a mistake on my end.
Gongende hunted.
Forewerda.
Yaru. Workende.
Yaru. Forewerda. Yes. Forewerda.
Yaru. Yeah. Workende.
So I think I'm also getting the forestry technology in my lumber camp. I think this is also another underrated tech. It's pretty cheap. And it allows you to chop trees in 2 chops instead of 4. Which is like, I think it's a 6-second difference for every tree. So it really adds up. So kind of get, yeah, kind of mess up there. That's a really big deal as well. You really need your scout. I need to be able to see if he goes second to sea, or if he's making knights, if he's mining gold. Not having a scout is basically doesn't allow you to play. So I have to train a new scout, which is basically just deleting one vill, because it means that instead of being able to train a vill, I'm now training a scout. So I was pretty disappointed about losing a scout like that.
Yes, sir. Reader, ridende ut.
Yaru off each guy. Yes, sir. Where's the water?
Forewerda here.
So I like to just occasionally make some farms. This makes your sheep last longer. You don't have to have like a lot of wood all of a sudden when you're transitioning.
Yeah.
And so I rewrite my scout and I have to try to figure out what he's up to.
Yeah. Foliende hesa. Reader, each will read out. What hesa? Ridende ut.
Yes, sir. Where's the water? And your work, eh?
Forewerda here. Each will read out.
So I click on the gold to see how much he's mined. That can give me like an indication for how many knights he's made, or if he's aging or not. And I also see that he's mined 300 stone, so he has a second TC.
Yeah, don't do that.
So by default, I'm falling behind when your opponent goes to 2 PCs. You're just gonna slowly fall behind. But I kind of like that he did it, because that maybe gives me a chance to actually push in. He would already get ahead slowly just from 1 TC with the field training time that French has. So I'm housed there for a bit, which is bad. Shit happens.
Yes, sir. Where's the water?
Forewerda here. Duda.
I know about these fills there, and I would love to push out, but I don't know about the size of his army, and if I walk into knights, I'm just gonna be dead. So this is why scouting information is so important in this game.
Yes, sir. Where's the water?
Strelbord. Yes. Strelbord. Better.
What hesa?
Yeah. Equilla. Beodet Strelbord.
Reader, each here.
Yaru to work. Eat your work.
Yaru to work.
On your work.
What hesa?
Just trying to get an army together to be able to push out.
West to have.
Yeah. Foliende here.
Better speed. Yeah. Ga.
Yar one.
On Styria. Strelbord.
Yes,
Yaru off each guy. Kira tuba.
I think it's important that you don't send the low HP vills back to an exposed spot because you want them safe.
And your work, eh?
That's half HP would die to one charge.
You're out to work.
Hierua, abuga, heragonga, on way.
Each brute that.
Garu uppa, strel,
Iedere jaar waren de nu.
I really need to figure out what he's up to. I only know that he has a second TC and that he has trained at least one night, but I need more information.
leoda, her, foliende, hers. Strelabora, strelabora, vemesh.
For where de here.
And your work, eh?
But if I just sit in my base and he just ages up, then the game's over. So I have to,
Garwiga,
I have to push out.
Garwi, each win.
What has? Each will read out.
You cannot allow French to go H3 in this matchup. You have to make something happen. It's basically just a very hard matchup.
Yes, sir. West to Hara.
For where de here. Ura.
Gas, Yerwa, Garu, abuga, on styria. Strelbora.
Your way. You are.
Upeon, yes, sir.
Garwiga, Knawa. Mid-May. Yerwa,
Yeah, each year.
Strelboren, Yerwa, Garwiga. Garu, Garwiga.
Estes coming. With the team.
Garwiga, Assetna.
You're up.
Strelbora. Dida hit. Dida hit! Yes, sir! Kotlicha! Strelbora. Come on.
Probably attacked him too early there. I should have waited a bit and get 2 vills.
Yes, sir. West to Hara.
Your way. You are.
Something I notice
Garu, Astira.
watching these replays now is that I'm getting myself housed quite a bit. So I'm gonna have to remember to
Yes, sir.
be quicker on building houses in the future. So this is where I accidentally select all my vills. But they're pretty decent at fighting. So I think it wasn't even that big of a mistake. I try to always focus the low HP knights because it's extremely important that you kill knights so that they can't heal back up. Like if a knight survives, you can just keep it safe till it's full HP again. So actually managing to kill a couple off there, and it was a decent trade for me. I got like 4 knights. Yeah, so he's just gonna keep on being annoying with these raids. And I was a little bit slow here with my own raids. Probably could have killed more if I was paying more attention. But I got some kills.
And your work, eh? Off each and gas.
And you work, so each Tim. And you work, when they are.
So this is where, yeah, this is why French is so strong. They can just go in bikes with knights. Trying to make sure I kill the low HP ones.
Yes, sir. That's Julie Bayo Timgram. Yes, sir. West Tuala. What surface, eh?
Yarway. Varenne nu. Nu, let it us go.
So I decided to get my ability to make ramps here. I just know I have to make something happen. I can't just relax. I know he's outbooming me by a lot. So even though it's gonna be rough to actually get a good ramp push going, I have to try.
On Styria! What's their faith? Here, Wendy, off. Yeah, Garu open! Strel Boran, better! What's their faith, eh? That's shook.
What? Yes, sir.
Yeah, Abuga, Beoga, Strel Boran, Sita. Dida hit! Strel Heragonga!
So he's on 4 stables now. So he's really messing up knights. So I'm just trying to make as many pikes as I can. But 4 stable knights sounds like it's gonna be too much. And the problem is that I have to make bows, because otherwise I cannot poke in on the vills. So I cannot go just full pikes either.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Understood.
So he does a good job of trying to cut off reinforcements, not really letting me push,
Yes, sir.
and he's just enjoying the fact that he's on 50 in the meantime.
And your worker? Ferende new.
I tried to make a wall to be able to push out without having to worry about being raided.
And you what the here Wendy? That's Equilla!
What, sir? Yeah, each willa. That's you.
What the off each guy? Each Strelborn Equil. Aboliente. Clement Garu Grandoga Arod.
Yes, sir. Where's the...
Yeah. Yes, Strelborn. Yes, Strelborn.
But I hardly ever made walls in this game yet, and I'm not doing it well. And I also noticed that this is not possible, which was pretty annoying. And then I just decided to do it like that, but it's a really ugly wall.
Yes, sir. Where's the hala? Each timber theos.
So yeah, another thing is that it's really hard to click on walls, so I was distracted trying to click on that wall, not able to. And then he found my ugly wall on the right side. So this was a bit... yeah, unlucky, I guess.
Yes, sir.
I have a pretty decent bike mass, and I have to fight soon before he ages up. So I really need to push out, but it's hard because if I leave my base, I'm just gonna get raided to death. Yeah, so now he ages up, and I know this is my last chance, so I have to go. I have 45 pikes, so...
Hestes commended.
And you work it. Here Wendy off. Each a winner you will do. Garwiga, Buga, Strelbora, Strelbora, Stithierua, Aknawa, Garu, Aknaw, Strelbora, Strelbora. Garwiga! Rimet Garu, Gierua, Garwiga, yeah. Mid-May. Garwiga, Buga, away. Hiereth Uppa. On way, Rod. Garu Uppa, Astira, Garwiga, Strelbora, D. Rimet, Garu, Strelbora, Sika.
So yeah, that is that annoying hole in the wall that I didn't manage to build. So this is where I have 45 bikes against like 25 knights or something, I suppose. But he's H3, so he has H3 knights, and yeah, bikes are not really a counter. lose the game here, and I don't really regret how I played. I think France is just too strong. So the only good thing about this game is that at least I got French out of the way, meaning he can't play it anymore in the rest of the tournament, or the rest of the best of 3, and I still have it available. So I kind of thought to myself, it's probably French is probably so strong that this is a guaranteed win. I didn't even play them that much, but I figured I should be able to win with them. So I kind of just shook this game off and figured I can also get a win on the board with French, and it's just all about the other game where we both can't play French in. So it's basically a best of 1. And I tried not to let this game get into my head. Just call GG and move on to the next one. So yeah, this was game 1 between me and Daut, which I lost, as you can see. And I'm interested to hear if you guys want to see more videos like this, if you want me to cast the rest of the series. I have game 2 and game 3. I also played 2 games against Luciferon in the finals. So yeah, that's obviously a spoiler, but I imagine you guys know that I've won game 2 and 3. These videos are just only to show what it's like from my point of view. Yeah, if there's an interest in more of these games, more of these videos, please let me know, and I will put them on YouTube as well. And yeah, that's it for me. Goodbye.